Now, these blazes, of course, burning and the particles spreading across the United States well ahead of Canada's wildfire season. This is very early for them. It's part of a growing trend of longer and more severe wildfires across the continent. WRAL climate change reporter Liz McLaughlin is here now live with some more on how the risk of these smoke waves and wildfires really changing for folks in our neck of the woods. Liz.
Dan, when we talk about wildfires, you might only think of the western part of the country. But here in the east, we are seeing conditions that can make dangerous fires more likely. According to Climate Central, most of North Carolina has seen an increase in high-risk days in recent decades, now averaging 1 to 2 weeks each year, with conditions prone to start and spread wildfires. And as we felt in the air today, with a code red alert for most of the day, fire dangers can float far beyond the flames. Wildfires in Canada have been raging on for more than a month, with smoke so widespread it's visible from the International Space Station, burning through swaths of land that amount to more than 5 million football fields.
Those were started by temperatures that were 5 times more likely due to climate change.
Canada's fire activity this year is near historic levels, fueled by dry weather, wind, and high temperatures, with the consequences of climate change spreading far beyond the blaze, as high-altitude winds of the jet stream carry smoke more than 1,000 miles from the fires.
Well, what we say in air quality is that the air travels sometimes vast distances across continents.
Officials with North Carolina's Division of Air Quality are warning residents to avoid outside activity due to dangerous particles in the smoke that can damage lungs and enter the bloodstream.
We are seeing an increase in the number of these sort of exceptional wildfire events that are imposing air quality concerns.
According to a recent UN report, wildfire seasons are expected to continue to get worse, trending over longer periods of time with a greater number of acres burned each year. Conditions that are becoming more common in the east as well, coupled with development in high-risk areas.
And so there's more potential for fires in this area to impact people, even though they might be smaller or rarer than the fires in the west.
So looking at the number of households in what's called the wildland-urban interface, areas most prone to wildfires, compared with increases in fire weather days in recent decades, North Carolina was ranked third by Climate Central, behind only Texas and California. In 1990, there were about 1.2 million homes in high-risk areas in our region. Now that number has nearly doubled.
Wow, a very interesting statistic there. Liz McLaughlin reporting live for us. Thanks, Liz.